What's up, everybody? This is SlamZoneSports coming at you with a wrestling news video. I am your host, Fatal Streams. Be sure to leave us a comment, like the video, and drop a subscribe if you aren't. So before we get into today's wrestling news video, I'm going to take a moment and congratulate the Great Muta in being the latest inductee into the 2023 class of WWE's Hall of Fame. That is awesome. Great Muta's great talent, awesome, his historic career, absolute legend, in New Japan, in Lucha Underground, AAA. I believe he even did a short stint in ECW there for a little bit. He's made appearances just about all over the wrestling world. So definitely well deserved and a long time coming. Congratulations to the Great Muta in being the latest inductee as of last week into the 2023 class of WWE's Hall of Fame. All right, so moving on into the first news that we are going to talk about today. I've only got a couple topics. This is going to be a quick video. Only a couple things to talk about. I know there's more wrestling news, but I want to save it for maybe even later on during the review or something like that. So the first story we're going to talk about is WWE is planning a twist at WrestleMania with the WWE Championship match. Now, it is rumored that Paul Levesque, aka Triple H, has not came to a deciding finish yet for WrestleMania's championship match, so we can kind of expect a twist, maybe. Maybe it's not going to be as predictable as we think. Moving on to the next story. Let us know down in the comments if you think, the finish has been decided, or what finish you would like to see. Moving on into the next story, we have Roman Reigns. So it is a rumor that Roman Reigns is going to be taking an extended time off following the conclusion of WrestleMania 39. So he could be missing from WWE television all the way up until August during SummerSlam. That might be his next appearance after this, after WrestleMania. So I don't know if that rumor has any real, accuracy to it or if it's truth. But it is rumored that he is taking some time off to pursue maybe a Hollywood acting type gig or something like that. But this is only if and when he loses the title. So if he doesn't lose at WrestleMania, he's not going anywhere. But if he loses the title within the next couple months, we can expect him to be taking some time off all the way up until SummerSlam. Let us know down in the comments what you think about that. Okay, so the third story we got today is also a rumor within the Bloodline. So the Bloodline is rumored to be main eventing both nights of WrestleMania. Night 1 being Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos. Night 2 being Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for both respective titles. So now there are some who feel like that's not an accurate rumor, that night 1 is going to be featuring the Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair match for the main event. Now, I feel like that would be a better main event to showcase on your night 1. That I don't feel like the Bloodline needs both main events. Roman's already been at the top of his game, on main event cards, no matter where he gets placed in what championship match or in what scenario. So he's been the main event guy. So to put Usos in the main event, we need to get some other people in the spotlight. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. If you think that KO and Sami Zayn should be night 1's main eventers, or if you think that Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley better deserve that main event slot. Now, top of the next story, we got Goldberg is now officially a free agent. I waited for a couple days to kind of shoot on this story. I thought about talking about it in the Raw review the other night because I did hear rumblings of it. But I wanted to give it a couple days, at least 48 hours, because you never know. They could have just been in negotiations with him in WWE, and he could have been just re-signing, figuring out what type of storyline they're willing to give him, if any creative at all. So I waited for a couple days. So there are a ton of rumors of where he might go. Um, he could still sign with WWE. They could figure something out as far as creative and what they want to do with him next. And he could figure out that that's what he wants and what he wants to do and sign with WWE. Now, it seems like the ball is in the court of Goldberg, just for the simple fact is, he could go anywhere with his name and, his history. He could literally go anywhere and bring up the promotion just based off of his stature and who he is. Now, he may not want to be back in the ring. He may just want to retire and ride off into the sunset. The last couple matches of his, actually weren't that great. There was a lot of botches. There was a lot of, miscues and, you know, stupid moves, for lack of a better term. So, I mean, we could see him go to AEW to do more like cinematic and themed matches. You could put him up against Sting and they could put on a really good show as long as he doesn't kill Sting. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. I'm sorry. Anyway, let us know down in the comments where you think Goldberg might go, if he goes anywhere or if he stays a free agent and just rides off into the sunset and retires. All right, and the last story we have today, and probably a big one too. I'd put this, up in the top 3 of probably the best stories of this video and probably the best stories of the week. So we got Mercedes Moné is in the talks this week. She's in the headlines, she's in the news. So her contract is due to run up in New Japan Pro Wrestling sometime later this year. Sometime soon actually. And there's a rumor that she may become All Elite. And now this is also rumored that she could just be re-signing with New Japan or just bouncing around from here to there and doing her own thing, going on the indies, whatever the case may be. Now, aside from that, I do think she may decide to stay in New Japan. It seems like her character is doing well there. She's the champion over there and everything like that. So it seems like she may do another contract signing with New Japan and at least give it one more shot, one more run over there before she decides any, like promotion jump. Because we got to think, just less than a year ago, she was just jumping from WWE to somewhere else. So, and it took her months to do that. So it's kind of soon for her to be jumping from New Japan over to AEW if that's what she's going to be doing. Now, aside from that, she is also rumored to be at AEW's Forbidden Door pay-per-view event. So she's rumored to show up with the title at the pay-per-view event and maybe even challenge somebody from the active AEW roster, maybe even the champion at the time. But again, that's another rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. She could not show up at Forbidden Door at all. She could just re-sign with New Japan and just keep being the reigning champion over there and just move on about her business. Let us know down in the comments what you think about that, and if Mercedes Moné is going to re-sign with New Japan, if she may go to Ring of Honor or AEW Dynamite. Could we see Mercedes Moné become All Elite? Or are we just going to see her at Forbidden Door? All right. And that's another thing, going back to the Goldberg thing, like Goldberg could decide to go to Ring of Honor. He could decide to bring them up. I mean, I don't think he really has a place there at Ring of Honor. I feel like they have a really kick butt, roster as it is right now, and they're putting on heck of shows. All of their shows so far, even on the Honor Club app and website, like, it's been great. It's been good shows so far. So we over here at SlamZoneSports are excited to see what comes out of all of these active, newsworthy articles and get some answers and see where the directions are actually going. We've got WrestleMania a little over a week from now. It is April 1st and April 2nd. We're going to be watching that, doing reviews, and doing a watch party there. So make sure you guys are stopping over on Trovo.live/FatalStreams to get all the info on that, where to go for the watch party, where to go to hang out, and also, yeah, stay up to date on all the newest videos that are coming out. Appreciate everybody for watching this video. Again, leave us a like, drop us a comment in the comment section, and let us know what your thoughts are on anything that's going on in the wrestling world currently. We will do our best to respond to those. I actively look at the comments a lot and enjoy reading them, so definitely keep leaving them. And that'll wrap up today's SlamZoneSports news video. Again, I am your host, FatalStreams, and I appreciate you all for stopping by and checking it out. And we will catch you all in the next video.